He had such great passions about his friends and his family. He, in Washington, D.C., knew virtually everyone, and he had a lot of pals up here as well, and I'm hoping that they're not all getting the news from television, because we did have to get on the air fairly swiftly this afternoon. Tim would have wanted it no other way, and we did this in cooperation with Maureen and Luke, who were back in Italy after Tim's Buffalo family, his sisters and his father, had been notified as well. But he loved nothing more than to get together with his pals, either on the phone or in person, and he had a lot of them from his experience in New York State politics and working for Senator Moynihan. And I was always deeply touched by the care that he gave to young people. I would send a few to him from time to time saying, I think this young man or this young woman shares our same passions about politics and public policy. Maybe we can find a little room in the Washington Bureau for them as an intern. And Tim would always find room for them and kind of mentor them and then make sure that they moved on in the right direction. You know, the thing about Tim and journalism and politics especially, he had great clarity of vision. He was like a quarterback who could see the whole field. He knew where the strengths and weaknesses of candidates were and what was going to happen downfield after one particular primary or another. He was a tough interrogator, there's no question about that, but he kept his very strong personal opinions to himself. He would go after both sides pretty aggressively. And then, of course, there was that moment when he found himself in some unwelcome limelight when he became a principal witness in the Scooter Libby case, because that conversation between Scooter Libby and Tim Russert is part of what triggered the special investigation. Mr. Fitzgerald and Tim found himself in what he said were two of the most uncomfortable days of his life. There he was with a broken foot hobbling into the courthouse. And when he was faulted for stalling or asking the lawyer for Mr. Libby to repeat questions, Tim said, I knew what he was up to. He was trying to bum rush me. And so I was asking him to repeat the question so I could get in my own mind exactly what it was that I wanted to say. So I was playing his game back against him. The legal mind at work.